So good old Charles Band from Full Moon Pictures has made yet another movie, and this one is called Quadrant, and this was dropped on Tubi this week, and I didn't realize it was a Charles Band movie until I pressed play on it. I have to say that I feel like he put a little more effort into this one than he typically does. I know that that's not much of a bar, but I was, the first 5 minutes, I was like, okay, this is better than I would have been expecting from a Full Moon picture. So what we're dealing with here is a group, like two scientists who have worked on this program called Quadrant, and it helps people go into a VR setting and face their deepest fears so that they can overcome them, so that they can conquer them. We have our main character here, and she looks exactly like an actress, and I cannot put it together in my head. I've been trying all day, but she looks so much like her. It's driving me insane. Anyway, she is obsessed with Jack the Ripper. And why they let her in on this trial, I think they just kind of want to study her because she's a fascinating character. But yeah, anyway, she becomes obsessed with Jack the Ripper. She is obsessed with Jack the Ripper. She goes in and she lives the fantasy of Jack the Ripper and kills people as Jack the Ripper in her fantasies in VR. I'm not sure how this is her overcoming her fears. So I find all of that very odd. The whole story really doesn't make a whole lot of sense in the end. It actually kind of reminds me of a much better movie from this year called Somnium, which I don't know if that came out yet. I think it has, but definitely watch our review on that and check it out if it has dropped, because that's actually a really good movie. This one is not that good, but I did enjoy it. And I will admit that there is a lot of like gratuitous nudity from really attractive women in this movie, so that absolutely 100% affected my viewing experience of this movie for sure. One of them is a porn star, Lexi Lore. She's in this she doesn't have any speaking lines or anything. She's literally just in this movie to get naked. And then our main girl and another girl. Yeah, so that was good. But as far as like the story goes, I don't know. It gets pretty silly. And there's something that happens with her ability that she gains from Quadrant that made no sense to me at all. I was like, wait, what? How did she gain this ability from that? What? Like, that seemed like an enormous leap. I was like, I don't know how they're connected. How did she acquire that from this? That made no sense to me at all. So I think this was definitely a rushed production in that way, as Full Moon films typically are. But as I said, like, this is a little, just like a step above what the typical Full Moon type features are, in my opinion. I haven't watched a lot of them recently, but I used to watch, a lot of Full Moon pictures back in the day. Obviously, the Puppet Master stuff. I watched too many of the Evil Bong and Ginger Dead movies. Jesus Christ, I kick myself for that one. Even the Evil Bong versus Ginger Dead Man movies. Like, I watched a good amount of them. I haven't seen all of them because it's up to like 8 now, I think. Evil Bong 8. So yeah, I think I stopped somewhere around 5 or 6 of them for that franchise. But I don't know. I liked our main girl here. I liked her performance, even though it's suited to this style of film. I thought she was relatively captivating in these scenes that she's in. As I said, for the style of film that it is, for the fact that it is a kind of a silly Full Moon film, I liked her. and then she has this relationship with this guy, and then there's like the two scientists that are holding the experiment, and those are the main characters. We don't really get to many others outside of the one girl she picks up, but overall, I think that if you're a Full Moon fan and you want to see a little higher production value, because like the VR scenes are like all these like green screened, like foggy London town, or like demons in the guy's vision, because he has his own nightmares that he's trying to face. He's the other test subject, and you get like his stuff, and it's all like kind of bad CG, but it makes sense because it's in a VR world, so everything looks fake around them, which that's the point. I kind of liked the visual style, as fake and CG as it looked. Like, I kind of liked the style of it, especially her stuff in the Jack the Ripper, late 1800s London. I liked the way it looked, and so I didn't hate this one. I enjoyed this, more than most people probably would. But if you like Full Moon Pictures, you want to see that plot line and a bunch of hot naked babes, there you go. So let me know. I'll see you in the comments. Adios.